Hello students, welcome to this session of video lecturing. In previous video on module 3, we have discussed the binomial distribution and the examples of binomial distribution. In this video, let us discuss about Poisson distribution and some of the examples on Poisson distribution. And this Poisson distribution is also a discrete distribution because the variable in this distribution seems to be a discrete random variable. And as we studied in previous video that every property distribution has certain mass function. Here also this particular Poisson distribution has a certain mass function, and the definition of Poisson distribution is going to be like this. A discrete random variable which has the following PMF, means probability mass function, f of x equals to e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to x divided by x factorial, where x takes the value 0, 1, 2, 3, so on up to infinity, is called Poisson variate, and its distribution is called Poisson distribution. As we observe here, this particular probability function consists of one constant, namely lambda, and that lambda is called parameter of the distribution. And a Poisson variate x with parameter lambda is denoted as P of x lambda, or it is going to be denoted as x follows Poisson distribution with parameter lambda. These are the notations what we follow to represent a Poisson variate with parameter lambda. Then why this Poisson distribution? That's the next question. And here this Poisson distribution also used for the same purpose for which the binomial distribution is used. Binomial distribution is used to find the probability of exactly x successes in n independent Bernoulli trial. There is a purpose why that binomial distribution is meant for. Here also the purpose is same. That is, here also Poisson distribution is used to find the probability of exactly or probability of number of successes in n independent Bernoulli trials. That's the main purpose. Then suppose if you are applying for a certain situation to compute the probabilities using binomial distribution, suppose n is large and p is small, then the computation of binomial probabilities becomes difficult or tedious or time consuming. In that case, an alternate we can go for using Poisson distribution. We can easily calculate the probability whenever n is large and p is small. For example, if suddenly somebody asks us what is the value of 28C16, it's very difficult to tell what is the value of 28C16, because in that case 28 is quite large, that is n, because the binomial probability function is ncx p raised to x q raised to n minus x. Suppose if n is large and p is small, the calculation of binomial probabilities becomes quite tedious, and alternate we can go for Poisson distribution. Using this Poisson distribution, the same probabilities can be calculated in less timing. That will be the utility of Poisson distribution. And that is why there will be one important result in the derivation of Poisson distribution, that we say binomial distribution tends to Poisson distribution, or Poisson distribution is a limiting case of binomial distribution under the following conditions. The first condition, n, the number of trials is very large. Mathematically, we can write it as n tends to infinity, and p is very small. That means p is the probability of success that tends to 0. And the general criteria we adopt to say p is very small is when p is less than 0.1, we treat that p is very small practically. And whenever these two happens, when n is large and p is very small, then the product of n into p seems to be some fixed or finite value, and that finite value we are going to denote it by lambda. That's why binomial distribution tends to Poisson, or Poisson is a limiting case of binomial under the conditions, that is n is large, p is small, and the product of n into p is going to be denoted by lambda, and this lambda seems to be finite or fixed quantity. And this probability function can be derived using binomial by applying these three conditions. So let us think of proving how the Poisson probability function can be obtained. I'll consider one binomial variable and we call let x be a binomial variate with parameter n and p. With this consideration, we can write the probability function of binomial distribution as ncx p raised to x q raised to n minus x, where x takes the value 0, 1 to so on up to n, and q equals to 1 minus p. And by the definition of ncx, we can write it as n factorial divided by x factorial into n minus x factorial into p raised to x into q is 1 minus p. That's why we can write 1 minus p raised to n minus x. And we know that n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 to so on, n minus x minus 1 into n minus x factorial. And this n minus x factorial we kept as it is, and this x factorial as it is. Then this p raised to x we have written as it is, and this 1 minus p raised to n minus x can be written as 1 minus p raised to n and into 1 minus p raised to minus x second, right? And when you bring that raised to minus x to the denominator, that becomes 1 minus p raised to x. Later on, this n minus x factorial will get cancelled from each term in the numerator except the first term. If we go on take n as common term, then we find 1n from this term, 1n from this term, and 1n from this term. Means totally we get x minus 1 n's as common, and there is already 1 n is there. That means n is multiplied x times. That's why we can write it as n raised to x. And when we take n common from each term, each of these terms reduces to, when we take n common here, it can be written as 1 minus 1 by n. When we take n common here, that is the 1 minus 2 by n. When we take n common here, 1 minus x minus 1 by n. And when we cancel this n minus x factorial, we left with only x factorial in the denominator. And here p is there, but from the third condition, p can be written as lambda by n. That's why in the place of p, we have written lambda by n raised to x, 1 minus lambda by raised to n, 1 minus lambda by n raised to x. And once we take the separate powers as lambda raised to x upon n raised to x, and this denominator n raised to x will get cancelled with this n raised to x. Okay, and we get the next step. And one of the condition is n tends to infinity. That's why we'll take the limit as n tends to infinity here. Okay, this lambda raised to x, after cancellation of this n raised to x in the denominator, we left this lambda raised to x, and this is free from n. First I will write that in the same fashion. I will write this x factorial also, because it can also be free from n. Okay, now once you go on, take the limit as n tends to infinity in the numerator. 1 by infinity is 0, 2 by infinity is 0, x minus 1 by infinity is 0. Then we find 1 into 1 into so on 1. Its product results in 1 into, and there are two standard limits from the differential calculus. That is limit as n tends to infinity, 1 plus or minus m by n raised to n equals to e raised to plus or minus m, and limit as n tends to infinity, 1 plus or minus m by n raised to k equals to 1, where k is independent of n. And once we use this one for the numerator and this one for the denominator, this will reduce to, in the place of m we are having lambda, and minus is there, that's why it can be written as e raised to minus lambda. And the denominator limit, when you take the limit as n tends to infinity, it results in 1. That's why this can be written as p of x equals to e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to x divided by x factorial. And once you recall the range means the set of permissible values of x. Once you look at the range of binomial, it will be x equal to 0, 1 to so up to n. But here we are taking the limit as n tends to infinity. That's why it will be x equal to 0, 1 to so on up to infinity. Therefore, this will be the required productive function of Poisson, which is derived from the binomial by applying these conditions. Please keep one thing in mind, that both the distribution meant for the same purpose of getting probability of number of successes. But when the n value, the number of trials is large and the probability of success is small, going with binomial distribution seems to be a little bit tedious. In order to overcome that, we can apply Poisson distribution and we can get the same probability with less difficulty. That's why we prefer Poisson distribution whenever n is large and p is small to calculate probability of number of successes. That is one thing has to be kept in mind. Now let us list out some of the examples of Poisson distribution. And when we write the examples, we have to visualize at least the first two conditions. That is, n is large, p is small. Okay, let us go for the first one. The number of deaths in a city in a day. Okay, that's the example we have quoted. The question is, why this is the example of Poisson distribution? And here, if you take a city, we find lakhs together population. That means n is large. If you take a particular day, how many people are going to die? Hardly 5, 10 under normal circumstances, means without tsunami, without earthquake, and all those things. We find at the most 50 deaths are there. Okay, then probability of death on that day is given by 50 by lakhs together. It seems to be very small quantity. That's why probability of death on that day becomes small. That is, n is large, p is small. Definitely we can confirm these two conditions. That's why this will be the example of Poisson distribution. The second one, number of misprints in a page of a book. If you take any page of a book, generally we find 200 to 300 words in a page of a book. And how many misprints you can get? Because nowadays, if any book is going to be released, it will go through many editorials. Okay, means so many edition means edit process will be taken care. Therefore, even though the misprints are bound to occur, therefore on a page we may find sometimes 0 misprints, 1 misprint, 2 misprint, 3 misprint, like that. Think that in a page particularly 10 misprints are there. Okay, 10 divided by 300. Again, that will be very small probability of having a misprint in that page. Again, this will be an example of Poisson. Similarly, we can examine or we can justify that the following are also the examples of Poisson distribution. The third one is number of accidents on a highway on a particular day. And one more, number of typing mistakes done by a typist in a page. And when he is a typist, obviously the chance of committing is very, very less. That's why here also the probability of committing a mistake is less. That's why we can confirm it is an example of Poisson distribution. And one more last, that is number of telephone calls coming to the switchboard at a particular exchange in 1 minute. If we take any exchange, in a day, there will be 1,000 calls are going to book. In a particular 1 minute, hardly 10, 20 or 50 calls might be booked. Then the probability of having the call in that particular minute is 50 divided by 1,000. That means it's very, very less. That's why this is also holds the conditions of Poisson. That's why it will be also a good example of Poisson distribution. Now, as usual, we have to think of mean and variance of Poisson distribution also. In order to say what are those, let us say that the first one, that is, let us consider the variable x, which is a Poisson distribution, means which is a which has a Poisson distribution with parameter lambda. Then the mean of the Poisson distribution, or in general mean, is denoted by expected value of x, and for Poisson distribution it seems to be lambda, and variance is also going to be lambda. And this will be the interesting property of Poisson distribution. That is, for Poisson distribution, mean and variance are equal and both are equals to lambda. And the standard deviation is given by square root of variance, and that will equal to square root of lambda. And these things we have to keep in mind when we are going to solve the examples. And as usual, how we have stated in binomial that the theoretical frequencies of Poisson distribution are obtained using the result f of x equal to capital N into p of x, where capital N is the total frequency that is written by summation f, and p of x is the probability of getting exactly x successes, and f of x is the frequency of getting exactly x successes. And again, as I told you earlier also, that both the distributions are meant for the same purpose of probability of calculating number of successes, probability of number of successes. But whenever n is large, p is small, the calculation using binomial becomes tedious. That's why in that case, we have to prefer Poisson distribution rather than binomial distribution. Now let us go with some examples on the Poisson distribution. Let's start with the first one, simplest one. If a random variable has a Poisson distribution with condition with such that p of 1 equal to p of 2, find mean, variance, and p of 4. And once again, recall the fact that in order to write the probability function of any distribution, knowing of its parameter is must. And as far as the Poisson distribution is concerned, the parameter is lambda. That's why using the given information, first of all, we have to write the parameter. Then we can use that parameter to write the probability function of that particular distribution. And I'm going to consider one, as they said, x is a Poisson variate. That's why let us consider one Poisson variate at x having Poisson with parameter lambda. This implies p of x equals to e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to x divided by x factorial, where x takes the value 0, 1, 2, so on up to infinity, which is the probability function of Poisson distribution. And they have given the condition that for Poisson p of 1 equals to p of 2. Now in general we know p of x, take x equals to 1 in equation 1, we will get this one. Take x equals to 2 here, we are going to get this. Lambda e raised to minus lambda will get cancels. Once you cross multiply, we get lambda squared by lambda. If you cross multiply this, that is 2 factorial divided by 1 factorial, and 1 lambda is get cancelled, and we find that 2 factorial by 1 factorial as 2. In this case, that parameter seems to be 2 we get. And we know that, as we already stated, mean and variance of a Poisson distribution are equal and both are equal to lambda. That's why we can write mean and variance equals to lambda. In this case, we got it as 2. And later on, they asked us to calculate p of 4. That's why first let us recall the probability function of this Poisson with the value of lambda equals to 2. When we take lambda equals to 2 in equation 1, we get p of x equals to e raised to minus 2 into 2 raised to x divided by x factorial, where x takes the value 0, 1, 2, 3 on up to infinity. And this is p of x with parameter lambda equals to 2. And we want p of 4 now. That's why let us take x equal to 4 in the above function. If we take x equals to 4, that gives e raised to minus lambda 2 raised to 4 divided by 4 factorial. And when we use the calculator to calculate this, we get the value of that one as 0.0902. And this 0.0902 represents the probability that the variable takes the value 4 for this Poisson distribution. That will be the solution. Now let us go to the second one. And the problem is like this. If the probability of a bad reaction from a certain injection is 0.001, determine the probability that out of 2000 individuals, more than 2 will get a bad reaction. And first again, here we have to understand what is success. If a person undergoes the bad reaction, then that will be our success here. That's why let us define the variable in that fashion, that X is number of individuals getting bad reaction, and P, the probability of success, that is probability of getting a bad reaction. They are given the probability of getting a bad reaction is 0.001. I think definitely it will be very small, because we already said the criteria when to call P as small, that I mentioned. Whenever the P value is less than zero point 0.1, we can think that P is small. In this case, we got the value of P as 0.001, definitely that is small, we can say. And number of individuals under consideration, and they have said out of 2000 individuals, means n equal to 2000, obviously it is somewhat large. Therefore, n is large, P is small. That's why we can treat that X is a Poisson variate with parameter lambda, where lambda is given according to the third condition, under which binomial tends to Poisson, that is given by lambda equal to n into P, and that one equal to n is 2000 and P is 0.001. The product of these leads to 2. Therefore, the probability function of Poisson is given by P of x equals to e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to x divided by x factorial. In this case, lambda is 2. If you substitute, that results as e raised to minus 2 into 2 raised to x divided by x factorial, and the range of a Poisson variable is x varies from 0, 1 to up to infinity. Now we have written the probability function after identifying the parameter. Now let us consider the required calculation. The first calculation is, or they have said that we have to identify the probability that out of 2000 such individuals, okay, more than 2 will get a bad reaction. That's why let us consider probability of more than 2 individuals getting bad reaction. Since you have taken number of individuals getting bad reaction as X, therefore this line can be written in the mathematical form as probability of X is greater than 2, because they have said probability of more than 2 individuals will get a bad reaction. That X represents number of individuals getting bad reaction, and that we want as more than 2. That's why we can write it as greater than 2. Now you think greater than 2, how many permissible values are there? Once you observe this range, we can decide from that. Greater than 2 means 3, 4, 5, 6 up to infinity. Means directly it is not possible to calculate this probability. It is inevitable that we have to use the complement law, which is given by probability of any event equals to 1 minus its complement. Here the event is greater than, therefore its complement is less than or equal. So this can be written as 1 minus probability of x is less than or equal to 2. Less than or equal to 2 means permissible values are 0, 1 and 2. So we can write 1 minus probability of x equal to 0, 1, 2. These are the permissible values. And again, we know that the values taken by the random variable are mutually exclusive. This comma stands for or becomes plus. That we can write like this. And we want P of 0, P of 1, P of 2. We have to go for P of x. Once you take x equal to 0, you'll get this. Once you take x equal to 1 here, you'll get this. Once you take x equal to 2, you'll get this. From each of these, I can take e raised to minus 2 as common. Then we'll have 1 here, here 2, here also 2 we'll have. That becomes 1 minus 5 times e raised to minus 2. The calculation of that leads to 0.3233. That is the probability that out of 2000 individuals, more than 2 will get a bad reaction, whenever the probability of getting a bad reaction is 0.001. Now let us go for the third one. Suppose 300 misprints are distributed randomly throughout a book of 500 pages. Find the probability that a given page contains, first one, exactly 2 misprints, second one, 2 or more misprints. Here, first let us realize what is a success. Here the success is whenever a page containing a misprint, that will be treated as a success. That's why we define the random variable as x. number of misprints in a page. And we already explained number of misprints in a page is a good example of Poisson. That's why we can conclude X follows Poisson with a parameter lambda. Now, parameter has to be identified. And for Poisson, what is lambda? Lambda is mean. Mean is average number of misprints. Okay, and we know how to calculate the average. Out of 500 pages means it is 500 divided by, our denominator is 500 and total number of misprints are 300. Therefore, average number of misprints per page is given by 0.6. It is similar to the percentage what you are going to calculate in the examination. Suppose if you attempted for 800 marks and if you obtain 600 marks, then the average marks is given by 600 by 800. In the similar fashion, in this case, totally the 300 misprints are distributed throughout a book of 500 pages. That's why it is given by 300 divided by 500. That will be 0.6. Now we know that the productive function of Poisson is e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to x divided by x factorial. When we take x equals to 0.6, we are going to get this particular property function of Poisson. Now we have written the productive function. Now let us go for the requirements. The first one, we want probability that the given page contains exactly 2 misprints. Means in this case, this x, that is number of misprints in a page, that should realize the value 2. That's why we have written this is equivalent of saying p of x equal to 2 is p of 2. You go here in p of x, you take x equals to 2, we can get e raised to minus 0.6. 0.6 raised to 2 divided by 2 factorial. The calculation of this one leads to 0.0988. The second case, we want the probability that the given page contains, the given page, what is that? The given page contains 2 or more misprints. Let's say given page contains 2 or more misprints means 2 or more means greater than or equal to 2. That's why in this case that x should realize the value is greater than or equal to 2. Again, greater than or equal to 2 means 2, 3, 4, so on. We cannot do directly. That's why think of this complement law. In this case, the event is greater than or equal, its complement is less than. That's why it will be 1 minus p of less than 2. The permissible values are, it is 2. Less than 2 means only the 2 permissible values are what? 0 and 1. And again, the values are mutually exclusive, realized by the random variable. That's why this comma stands for or becomes plus. Again, we know p of x here. Take x equals to 0. Here, you will get this. Take x equals to 1, you will get this. And the calculation of this one results as 1 minus, the sum of these is 1.6 times e raised to minus 0.6. The calculation of that one results in 0.1219. That represents the probability that the given page contains 2 or more misprints. Now let us go to one more, and it is like this. When forming 36-digit binary number, a manufacturing digital computer has found to form a digit incorrectly 1 time in 1,000. Means the probability of committing a mistake is 1 by 1,000. That's the meaning. Assuming that the error in forming different digits are independent, find the probability of having first one 0, next one 1, third one more than 1, fourth one less than 5 incorrect digits in a given 36-digit binary number. Once we read out the problem, we have to understand what is success. Okay, finding the incorrect digit in a given 36-digit binary number is a success here. That's why we define this x as number of incorrect digits in a given 36-digit binary number. That is our variable. And p is probability of getting an incorrect digit. They are given a digital computer make a fault 1 time in 1,000. That means 1 by 1,000. That is 0.001. That seems to be very small. And n, number of digits in a given binary number, that is 36. I think it is somewhat large. Suppose if it is more than 10, we can treat it as large. Now in this case, n is large, p is small. That's why we can conclude x is Poisson with parameter lambda, where lambda is given by the third condition that it is equal to n into p. N is 36, p is 1 by 1000, that will be 0.036. And the Poisson property function is given by p of x equals to e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to x divided by x factorial, and that one equals to e raised to minus 0.036 and 0.036 raised to x divided by x factorial, where x takes the value 0, 1, 2, so on up to infinity. Now let us come for the requirements, and we want the requirement that probability that a given binary means a given binary number consists of 0 means a 0 incorrect digit, 1 incorrect, more than 1 and less than 5 incorrect digits. Let us go for first one, that probability of getting 0 incorrect digits means in that case the variable x, as we defined it as number of incorrect digits, it should realize the value 0. So it's, you have to compute p of 0. If you take x equals to 0 in this function, that becomes this is 1, this is 1, that becomes e raised to minus 0.036, and its value is going to be this. The second one, property of getting 1 incorrect digit means x should realize the value 1, that is p of 1. Again you go here and take x equals to 1, you will get this value. The next one is property of getting more than 1 incorrect digit means here the variable x should realize the value greater than 1. Greater than 1 means 2, 3, 4 up to infinity. Okay, that is not possible. Let us think of its complement. That is 1 minus property of x is less than or equal to 1. That means 1 minus p of less than 1 means x equals to 0, 1. Okay, they are the permissible values. They are less than or equal to 1. Then this or becomes plus, that will be p of 0 plus p of 1. Then p of 0, you go here, otherwise already we got p of 0 value, that is 0.9646, and p of 1 value, that is 0.0347. Use those and simplify this, we got its value as 0.0007. And the next one is probability of getting less than 5 incorrect digit. Means in that case the variable should realize value less than 5. Less than 5 means the permissible values are 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 4. Again, in order to get each of these, okay, actually next one we have treated as p of 0 plus p of 1 plus p of 2 and so on up to p of 4, right? And again, in order to calculate each of those, we have to oppose this one, this particular function, and we have to take x equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And every time we can take e raised to minus 0.036 as common. Okay, once you take x equal to 0, you'll get this. Once you take x equal to 1, you'll get this. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the values we can get. Once you simplify this, we are going to get this. And when we multiply this value with e raised to minus 0.036, we are going to get this one. This is almost 1. So, probability of getting less than 5 incorrect digits is almost sure event. That means its value is going to be 1. Now the next one, it is like this. Given that 2% of the items manufactured by the firm are defective, find the probability that a box containing 200 items, first one, two items has, first one, at least one defective item, second one, 3 or more defective items, third one, no defective item. And here, success is having a defective item is a success, and this distribution is meant for probability calculating probability of number of successes. That's why let us say x as number of defective items in a box. And now probability of success, that is P, is probability that an item is defective. They have given that 2% of the items manufactured by a firm are defective. 2% means 2 by 100, that is 0.02. I can set as small. And number of items in a box, that is M, that is 200, that is somewhat large. In this case, n is large, p is small. We can conclude that x follows Poisson distribution with a parameter lambda, where lambda is given by the product of n into p. N is 200 and p is 0.002. Its value seems to be 4. And we have, once the parameter is known, we are able to write the corresponding property function of Poisson. That is p of x equals to e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to x divided by x factorial, that will equal to e raised to minus 4 into 4 raised to x divided by x factorial, where x takes the value 0, 1 to so up to infinity. And the first case, we want probability of getting at least one defective item. At least one defective item means that variable x should realize one or more value. Means it should take the value one or more. So we can write equivalently this one as p of x is greater than or equal to 1, because at least one is one or more. That's why that x takes the value greater than or equal to 1. And again, directly we can't proceed. Let us go with its complement. The complement of greater than equal to 1 is less than 1. Less than 1, only permissible value is 0. That's again right, x equal to 0, 1 minus p of 0. And p of x we know. If you take x equal to 0 here, this becomes 1, this becomes 1. Simply e raised to minus 4 will get 1 minus e raised to minus 4 values. This one, that is 0.9817. And the second requirement is what is that second requirement? Okay. The second requirement is property of getting 3 or more defective items. 3 or more defective item is greater than or equal to 3. Again, using the complement law, this can be written like this. Less than 3, the permissible values are 0, 1, 2 that we have taken here. Again, this comma stands for or becomes plus, that becomes p of 0 plus p of 1 plus p of 2. And in order to get each of these, you have to approach this. Every time you have to take once x equal to 0, next 1, 2. Every time I can take e raised to minus 4 as my common term. Then once you take x equal to 0, you will get 1. Once you take x equal to 1, you will get 4. Once you take x equal to 2, you will get 4 squared by 2 factorial. 4 square is 16. 16 by 2 is 8. 8 plus 4, 12. 12 plus 1, 13. That becomes 1 minus 13 times e raised to minus 4. And 1 minus 13 times e raised to minus 4, what is this? 1 minus this is going to be this one. And the third property is the property of getting no defective items. No defective item means the variable should take the value 0. In that case, it becomes p of 0. If you take x equals to 0 here, simply it results in e raised to minus 4. That will be 0.0183. Let us go to the next one. And it is like this. A certain screw making machine produce on an average 2% of defective out of 100 and pack them in a box of 500. Find the probability that the box contains, first one, at least means first one 3 defective, second one at least 3 defective, third one between 2 and 4 defectives. Again, here success is having a defective screw is a success. That's why let us define x as number of defective screws in a box, and p is the probability that the screw is defective. And they are given that a screw making machine produce on an average 2 defectives out of 100. Means probability of having a defective item is 2 by 100. That is variable by total, and that will equal to 0.02. That is going to be small. And n is number of screws in a box. They are given the screws are packed in a box of 500. That's why n equals to 5. I think it is somewhat large. E is small, n is large. That's why we can conclude that it is an example of Poisson. So we say that x follows Poisson with parameter lambda, where lambda is given by n into p. N is 500 and p is 0.02. Its value seems to be 10. And when we know the parameter, we can write the corresponding property function, that is p of x, that is e raised to minus lambda, lambda raised to x divided by x factorial, and that one in this case lambda is 10. Substitute that. This will be the probability mass function of Poisson distribution. Now let us go for the first requirement. The first requirement is we want 3 defectives. That is probability of getting 3 defective screws means the variable should realize the value 3. That's why it will be P of 3. And take coming here and taking x equals to 3, we get the value as e raised to minus 10 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 3 factorial. That will be 0.0076. The second one, probability of getting at least one defective screw. At least one defective means the variable should take the value greater than or equal to 1. At least one means 1 or more. That's why we can write like this. Again, directly we cannot proceed using the complement law. We can write like this because the complement of greater than or equal is less than, and less than 1. Only permissible value is 0. That's why it will be 1 minus p of x equal to 0. That is 1 minus p of 0. If you take x equals to 0 here, it results as e raised to minus 10. 1 minus e raised to minus 10 is, its value is 0.9995. And one more property of getting the defective screws between 2 and 3. In that case, property of between 2 and 3 means it may be 2 or it may be 3 or it may be 4. That is 2 and 3. That is, in that case, we can say that between permissible values are 2, 3, 4. So it is P of 2 plus P of 3 plus P of 4. And in order to get each of these, you have to oppose this and you have to take x equals to 2, 3, 4. Every time we can take e raised to minus 10 common. If we take x equals to 2, we'll get this. If we take x equal to 3, we'll get this. If we take x equal to 4 here, we'll get this. And so take the 10 raised to 2 common. We are going to get this. We also calculate this entire thing using calculator. We find the property that the getting the defective screws between 2 and 3 as 0.0288. Now there is somewhat different kind of problem. Let us go with that. An airline knows that 5% of the people making the reservation on a certain flight will not turn up. Will not turn up means they will not come for a journey. Consequently, their policy is to sell 52 tickets for a flight that can hold only 50 people. What is the probability that there will be a seat for every passenger who turns up? Okay, again, here the success is how many people are going to miss the flight or how many will not turn up. That will be our success. That's why we define X as number of persons who will not turn up for the flight, and P is the probability that a person will not turn up for the flight, and they are given 5% of the passenger will not turn out means 5% means 5 by 100. That would be 0.05. That is small. And N is the number of passengers or capacity of a plane. The plane capacity is 50. And as we observe here, N is somewhat large, P is small. Can conclude it is the example of Poisson. That's why we say that this variable is a Poisson with parameter lambda, where lambda is N into P. N is 50, P is this, we get 2.5 as a value of lambda. Once you substitute this 2.5 as a value of lambda in probability mass function, we are going to write this one. That is, this is the probability mass function of Poisson for this case. And now here we want probability that every passenger gets the seat who turns up. Okay, when every passenger will get a seat, that is very, very important because their policy is for a flight of 50 passengers, they are going to sell 52 tickets. That means whenever 2 or more passengers remain absent or those will not turn up, then only every passenger will get a seat because they are going to sell 52 tickets for a flight which can hold only 50 passengers. That means whenever 2 or more passengers will not turn up, then only every passenger is going to get a seat. That's why probability of every passenger will get a seat only when 2 or more passengers will not turn up. That means probability of two or more passengers will not turn means the variable should take the value greater than or equal to 2. Again, directly we cannot go for that. 1 minus probability of x is less than 2, and that one equals to less than 2. Permissible values are 0 and 1. Again, this x equal to 0, 1 can be written as p of 0 plus p of 1. To get p of 0, go here, take x equal to 0, you'll get this. Take x equals to 1 here, you'll get this. 1 minus the sum of these two, that will give this much. 1 minus this, its value is 0.7127. That represents the probability that every passenger gets the seat who will turn up for the journey. Because here we have to understand, directly they are not given here any information how to calculate that. And here we have to understand the policy of the company is to sell 52 tickets for a flight which has a capacity of 50. And we are interested to know what is the probability that every person or every passenger will get a seat who turns up. That means for a flight of 50, if 52 tickets are sold, every passenger will get a ticket only when 2 or more passengers remain absent or those will not turn up for the journey. That's why here we have taken probability of every passenger gets a seat who turns up equal to 2 or more passengers will not turn up for the journey. That's the thing we have to understand in this particular problem. And one more last in this case, and the problem is like this. The number of accidents in a year to auto drivers in a city is a Poisson variate with the mean 3. Out of 1,000 such drivers, find approximately the number of drivers. First one with no accidents, second one more than 3 accidents in a year. Once you look at this problem, here in this problem, we are nowhere observing the word probability, but they asked to find approximately the number of drivers. That means in this problem, they have asked the frequency rather than probability. But we know the result that the frequency is given by capital F, f of x equal to capital N into P of x, means in order to find the frequency for any situation, we have to find the probability of that situation and it has to be multiplied by capital N. Now in this case, let us say the variable x as number of accidents to auto drivers in a city, and capital N represents the number of auto drivers, that is 1,000, and they have given the number of accidents to auto drivers in a city is a Poisson variate with mean 3, that is x follows Poisson and mean of the Poisson is lambda and that one equals to 3. When we know the parameter, we can write the probability function as that is p of x equals to e raised to minus lambda raised to x divided by x factorial, and that one equal to e raised to minus 3 raised to x divided by x factorial, where x takes the value 0, 1 to up to infinity, because in this case x value, lambda value is 3. Now let us consider the first one. We want number of drivers with no accidents. That's why keeping this particular thing in mind, that is frequency is given by multiplying the probability by capital N. That's why number of drivers having no accidents equals to capital N into probability of having no accidents. That's why we say that frequency of any situation can be computed by multiplying the probability of that situation into capital N. That's why we want no accidents. First of all, we have to find probability of having no accidents, that is given by probability of x equals to 0. It has to be multiplied by N. And N is 1,000. And here, when you take x equal to 0, it can be written as P of 0. Once you take x equals to 0 here, it becomes e raised to minus 3. Once you calculate this, it results 49.79. That is almost equals to 50. That means out of 1,000 drivers, we can expect approximately 50 drivers having no accidents in that particular year. That is the first one. And the second one is we want the number of drivers having more than 3 accidents in a year. That is capital N into probability of having more than 3 accidents, that can be written as P of x is greater than 3. This can be written as 1,000, and we have to go with the complement of this, that is 1 minus P of x is less than or equal to 3, and that one equal to 1000. 1 minus less than or equal to 3 means 0, 1, 2, 3. They are the permissible values observed in this. And again 0, 1, 2, 3, that can be written as 1 minus p of 0 plus p of 1 plus p of 2 plus p of 3. And this is 1. In order to get each of these, we have to go here. Every time you have to replace x value by 0, 1, 2, 3. And every time we can take e raised to minus 3 outside. Then when you take x equal to 0, its value is 1. When you take x equal to 1, its value is 3. When you take x equal to 2 here, its value is 4.5. When you take x equal to 3, its value is 4.5. That results in 1 minus 13 times e raised to minus 3, because this results in 13 and it has to be multiplied by 1000. Once we simplify this, we get it as 352.8, that is approximately 353. That means out of 1000 such drivers, okay, we can expect 353 drivers having more than 3 accidents in that particular year. This is the way we can go for solving the examples on Poisson distribution. In the next video, let us concentrate on some continuous distribution, and the first one of that one is exponential. Okay, that can be studied in our next video. Thank you.